Hey y'all, welcome to my channel, or if you've been here before, welcome back. So I was just outside just looking at stuff because some stuff is like really starting to take off as we kind of have a rise in temps. What's today? Thursday. So Tuesday we had like a really cold night, like close to freezing temps, which I was like, I don't want to cover anything. Like they've been okay, but I was also kind of worried with stuff that's already fruited. But it looks like everything's looking good. So I wanted to just show you guys what all is going on and why I'm a little bit salty about something that I am growing, because you'll just see why. So I do apologize. My kids are on the trampoline, so we're just gonna deal with it. But if you guys remember, one of my roses died. It didn't come back after going dormant. I don't know which one it was until it starts blooming. So, I mean, I'm sure I could go back and see which, like, what I had in what pot. But I'm really happy this girl is back because she's so beautiful. And she's covered in blooms, or buds. Buds? Is that what they're called? Just everywhere. So she's really happy. I love it because she starts out yellow and then she kind of turns into this beautiful pink, and she smells amazing. But as I was checking these out just now, I saw some little bugs on here, which I'm assuming, I'm not sure what that is actually. I thought they were aphids, but I think aphids are black. No, I don't know what that is. I'm gonna have to Google and find out, and I'll post it here if I find out what it is before. But this one's coming in nicely as well. It's a lot taller than this one here, but I don't see any rosebuds. So, well, I guess there's a couple random ones. My other rose, I moved it over here because Thor kept whacking it with his tail, and one of these roots already snapped, so it was like leaning a lot. So I propped it up against the wall. At some point I want to plant them in ground, and I will plant it a little bit deeper when the time comes to hopefully stabilize it a bit. But anyways, here are our marigolds. I think Charlie was in here because these weren't like this before he came out this morning. So that one's like completely broken, so that's why I think he was in here. I think I'm gonna throw a few more seeds on this side since they all seem to have sprouted over here. They must have just like moved when we watered, and they all just kind of went to one side. Peaches, I did thin these out, so they're getting pretty, you know, a good size pretty quickly here. Hopefully the birds don't get to them. And then these are Alyssum or something. I don't know how to pronounce it. I'll put the name on the screen. And then blueberry was up here. We got some forming nicely. I do need to pick up another blueberry plant at some point. Hopefully soon. Hopefully sooner rather than later. The garlic in the chili pot. This one's massive. This one has a massive, as well as the one back here, but it's kind of hard to see. Peppers are literally just taking off. I think the pruning had a lot to do with it, as well as fertilizer. I've been started fertilizing and it's just covered. It's covered in it's, it's covered.
It's covered.
Look at that.
Oh yeah.
Like just on one. That's insane. Pineapple. It's looking a little rough, but it was expected because of the winter. Mulberry is also covered in mulberries. We've harvested like a handful because they're ripening up at different times. So I saw this one. I grabbed a handful this morning. I'll show you guys. I saw this one, but I'm like, we'll leave it on there one more day. Hopefully the birds don't get it. They're really good. And it's just, they're just like all over the place. So every time I come out here, it's a nice little treat. Strawberries are looking okay. I thought they'd be more damaged with the frost that we had. Well, the cold we had a few days ago. But luckily it didn't frost, it was just cold. Sorry, my kids are now playing on their car, which is that noise. But this is a little fig tree. I don't see any figs on it, but I haven't even had it for a year. So it's got some growth though. I cut, they were probably like this long maybe, the pieces I cut off. I actually rooted them in water, but I have yet to plant them. They're still just in a jar with water. But it's getting nice. It's loving this weather. Potatoes are looking good, I think. I guess we'll see when we actually start digging them up. So, carrots. Some of these are getting really long and chunky. You can kind of see right there.
Please. Yay!
Little tiny carrot. This is a bonanza my mother-in-law gave me. It's got lots of new growth. It did drop the 2 peaches it had. I'm assuming either one, it dried out for too long, or 2, they weren't actually pollinated. I feel like it's probably the water because it was super dry when I got it. And the soil was like really high up on the root ball. So I feel like it was probably not watered enough. So yeah, that's okay. Yeah, honestly, it would have been awesome if it would have held on to the peaches, but I'm kind of not surprised that it didn't, to be honest. So, and then a little table, garlics. Some of these are looking really thick. I pulled the smaller ones. I was like, there's no point, and I'm kind of tempted to just pull this one out too. Oh, maybe I should have left it. Yeah. We got something. Looks like a green onion. No. Sheesh, that smells really strong. Like garlic strong. Garlic strong. Strong garlicky flavor. This little guy's got a lot of new growth. I hadn't noticed that. Peruvian apple cactus. I feel like this one may not make it. It's kind of looking a little discolored. But, ow! But this one's looking a lot better. This one's the one that had that fruit on it. So, I guess we'll just see what happens. I have some shampoo plant rhizomes, or what are those called? Like, the roots. It looks like ginger, honestly. I got some of those in there. Hopefully they'll come back. Dragon fruit. I can never tell if these are growing or not, but nasturtiums. I need to come out and harvest some of these seeds. Look at all those seeds. These right here. I did harvest a few from what this was, the orange one, I believe. So I need to just come get as many as I can so I can share them. The grapevine took off, so I'm assuming she's happy. I don't see any flowers on here either. I've never had grapes, so I don't know like how soon they flower, but I don't see anything, so I'm just going to assume I'm not gonna have any grape flowers this year. So this is why I'm a little salty, okay? So I'm 99% sure this is the cherry tomatoes, just because I've grown this from seed before and that's what they look like, okay? So if that's the cherry tomato, that means this is the tomatillo. Tomatillo squash is not looking very happy. But it looks like it's getting ready to flower. But it's kind of looking I threw another seed in here. I think I did. Just in case this one didn't. But it's been kind of cold, so. But this one too is starting to flower right there, it looks like. I haven't seen anything on the cherry tomatoes yet. I got a lot of little flies, but I threw in a sunflower seed in here and it looks like it's getting ready to sprout. The Thai peppers are very slowly coming. So, Thai peppers, I think they're taking a while to kind of get going because they were super tiny. Obviously, when I planted them, they're super tiny. And it's been, you know, colder than average. So I think as soon as it starts like really heating up, they're going to take off. And this is a Roselle hibiscus. Slowly but surely. Again, I thought it was a goner. I had another one in here and it died, and I think my other one died, so I need this one to survive because I only have 3 seeds. But also there's a little spider in here. Where is she? I don't know where she is. We saw her moving around yesterday. Let me tell you why I'm salty about those. When I chose my tomatoes and my squash and my peppers, I supposedly chose the best looking plant to go ahead and plant and continue growing for me personally. And I was going to gift the extra plants, the extra starts. I was going to give them to one of my friends and just kind of, you know, give them away. So these are the tomatoes and the squash that I decided not to keep, but I'm a little salty because these are already flowering. Look at these. Well, they're getting ready to flower. Not flowering yet. But this one, I think, must have flowered and I didn't even see. Mulberry?
Yeah. Stop.
Look at that. Someone has a lot.
Mom, yeah. Mom, please.
So I'm a little salty. Sí, mami, ahorita te busco una.
Mom.
So yeah, these are looking really good. This needs soil. Needs to be planted in a bigger pot, actually. But yeah, these are looking so good compared to my actual ones. In this defense, I did plant them deep, so they have grown some because they were planted really deeply. So that's all for now, y'all. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.